Hi there, good evening, everyone, and welcome to our Leaders Like Us program. And on this episode, we're just going to be talking to an amazing, courageous advocate. And I would like our advocate to please introduce herself.
Hi, I'm Chrissie Millwood. I'm head teacher at Holy Trinity School in Crawley.
So lovely to have you, Chrissie. Now, the word courageous advocacy, what does that mean to you, Chrissie, when we say the word courageous advocacy?
For me, it means stepping out and doing something that will make a difference by supporting others and kind of stepping into a world where perhaps things haven't been happening the way they needed to, and being prepared to make a difference, to do something about that.
Absolutely. And Chrissie, I must say, when I heard about your story and how you've been a courageous advocate, I said, I need to tell the whole world about Chrissie. I need to let every head teacher know that we have amazing allies, amazing head teachers who are taking this courageous advocate Casey work and really champion it. So a little bit about our program. The Leaders Like Us program is a program that is trying to tackle the mismatch of representation in UKME teachers' leadership. And it leads me to my next question to Chrissie, which is, why do you think this program is valuable? I.e., why did you hear about the Leaders Like Us program and go, wait, I'm going to partner with the Leaders Like Us team because we think this is a very, very courageous advocate work?
Okay. Well, if I give you a little bit of background about me, because it underpins some of what made me want to do this. If I turn the clock back to when I was a leader within a school, and I hadn't contemplated being part of a senior leadership team, the head teacher kind of took me aside and encouraged me to apply to be part of that leadership team. At that time, there were no women on senior leadership team within that school. It was very male dominated. And I look back and think, if he hadn't been an advocate for me, I wouldn't have actually started down that path to senior leadership. So when I heard about this program, and it was the summer conference that we were at, there was a presentation within that kind of looked at all the data, and it looked at the representation, or actually the lack of representation. And I was absolutely, I was horrified, to be honest, that the figures were so bad and so poor. My school is fantastically multicultural, multi-faith. It's one of the things that I love about this place. But when I look at my young people, when they look around themselves, even at teachers and certainly in leadership, they very rarely, for many of them, see people that look like them. And I really wanted to change that for them. So I had two leaders who immediately came to my mind when I was listening. One of them I'd appointed to SLT a year ago, but one is a younger leader. And both I can see have such potential, both as leaders and to make a difference for these young people. I know how many of my young people reacted to my member on the senior leadership team when she first came. The youngsters were fascinated and they wanted to know where she was from and what she did, all those sort of things. And I want them to aspire to that development. And I wanted to encourage both those leaders that this was for them. So that was what made me put them forward.
Amazing, Chrissie. And I really, really like that there's a link to your own personal story. I mean, we already know the research out there about mentorship and coaching and how valuable this is. And for that male head teacher who took you to the side and actually said to you, I see leadership in you, I see greatness in you, and, endorsed you and then put you forward, I think has made a world of difference to where you are now. And I think for those listening to us, and that's where the passion for the Leaders Like Us program come from, is based on data. We know that when head teachers look at their demographics and you see, hold on, the leadership is not representative of the demographics. My question is to you is then what can you do about it? And like Chrissie, you can be a courageous advocate and you can identify 1 or 2 teachers in your community and put them forward. Now, Chrissie, it's not just any teacher you put forward. Would you like to share a little bit about the heritage of the teachers you put forward?
Absolutely. Although I'm worrying whether I'm going to get that right, if I'm honest. But certainly, both the teachers who I put forward were from ethnicity that reflects some of our students. I mean, the key was that they weren't white.
You said it.
Is that the right way to say it?
No, but that's the bold thing to say, isn't it? It's about representation, and it's about getting more UKME teachers into leadership. So apart from being a courageous advocate, Chrissie, you're so bold to just say it as it is. And that is what we're here for, to actually increase the representation. So my last question to you, and Chrissie, I am so, so grateful you've taken time out of your very busy schedule to talk to us. My last question is, what do you think the main benefits would be? And I know you've already spoken a little bit about this. You've spoken to the young people in your school, seeing leaders like them. But apart from just, I mean, please feel free to go back to those points, but I'm really thinking, have you looked at the bigger picture? What will be the benefits of them, of students, of the nation having leaders that represents our multicultural Britain?
Well, you've said it, the huge benefit. You know, I look at my young people and I want them to aspire, I want there to be no limit. So I don't want my young people to look and think, that isn't for me. You know, that's for people like that, but I'm not a person like that. So I want them to see that they can take that journey as well, and that there isn't a limit. If I look back 30 years, as a woman, I used to feel, you know, and that's not for me, I can't do that. That's for men. But it was only as other people encouraged me to do that I started to push. And to see other people in that role gives you confidence to do it. So I really believe I've already seen, in terms of having the person Rada who is on the senior leadership team, actually within the school, the students see that somebody at a senior level looks like them. That's absolutely brilliant. So, yeah, it is about giving aspirations to young people. It's also about showing faith in them. And actually, from the moment I emailed both of them and said, there's this program, here's the details, I just want you to know about it, I really would like you to let me put your name forward if you'd be happy to. The impact on them of my saying, I want to do that, was really powerful.
Chrissie, you're amazing. I just love the way you're such a courageous advocate, because I've had time to like talk to you apart from this. And I love the fact you sent them an email. I mean, I look back to my life and I think, you see, those personal touches, when you take time out of your very busy schedule to say, I see you, I hear you, you belong, I see the greatness in you. Oh, that is amazing. Oh, thank you so much, Chrissie, for sharing your story with us. And I am hoping that your courageous advocacy story would encourage, because I liked the word you used. You used the word encourage. And I think for me, it's about passing the light, would encourage other head teachers, just like you, to put one UKME teacher forward for leadership. Send them an email just like Chrissie did and say, hi, I heard about the Leaders Like Us program. Please have a look at this. All the information about the Leader Like Us program will be, I'll display it just right there underneath. And please just compose an email, send it to 1 or 2 UKME teachers you know as a head teacher. Be a courageous advocate for UKME teachers, and let's change the story of representation. Thank you so much, Chrissie, for your time. the Leaders Like Us team really appreciates all your courageous advocacy work.
Thank you.